This is Scotty Reed with a Black Talk Radio News commentary. And on this segment, I want to take a look at this story that is on social media. It's getting a lot of attention right now, but those are the comments, the story concerning the comments that former NFL player, former professional dog fighter, I guess, Michael Vick made about Colin Kaepernick, and pretty ridiculous comments. You actually have people agreeing with what he said. So if you have not heard the comments of Michael Vick, I'm going to paraphrase what he said. He talked a lot about Kaepernick's brand or his image, and made the ridiculous accusation that, hey, maybe if Colin Kaepernick shaved his beard or cut his hair, or I don't know, wore three-piece suits and whatnot, then he would have a better brand, he would be more marketable, and he would get picked up by NFL teams. So that's just ridiculous on so many levels, as all the professional athletes out there that wear their hair any kind of way they want to wear it, may wear jumpsuits all the time or workout clothes all the time, who may dress any kind of way in, like Cam Newton, for example. People love talking about the clothes that he wears and saying how crazy his clothes are, but what he's wearing ain't figuring into whether or not he has a job. And then the other comments that were made about Colin Kaepernick, if he was a better football player, and all of that is a bunch of lies. Football is a game of statistics. They keep statistics on every player for every play, every minute and second of the game. And people have already debunked that nonsense and pulled up his stats from the last year that he played, even though he was on a terrible team. Now, let's remember, football is a team sport. Okay, I can't have a completed pass if I put the ball right in the basket for the receiver and he doesn't catch it. So with that said, though, they have looked at Colin Kaepernick's stats and compared them to other quarterbacks in the NFL, and his stats were considered elite among starting quarterbacks, and certainly better than any starting quarterback who has a job right now. So this is really what Michael Vick is saying and other people are saying. When they talking about his image and his brand might be keeping him from getting a job in the NFL, what they're talking about is his stand that he has taken, Colin Kaepernick has taken, on the behalf of American citizens who are getting gunned down in the streets, just like we've had a couple of stories where women have called the police to report that somebody was breaking in their home. I think one happened in Los Angeles, and this most recent one was in Minneapolis. And they killed them. They killed the people who called the police. If Colin Kaepernick had not said that, hey, I think that in a nation that we say we the most free on the face of the earth, and just the best place to be, that I think we ought to make it a reality for everyone and not just for a few. Now, mind you, Colin Kaepernick has not been harassed by the police that I have heard of or heard him speak on. I don't know if any of his family members have been gunned down by police. I certainly haven't heard anything. I don't know if he has a personal issue with police or if he is just one of those empathetic people who sees suffering in the world and wants to do what they can, however small, however large that may be, by speaking out and advocating on the behalf of those who are suffering. So what Mike Vick and the others are saying, that, hey, Colin Kaepernick, if you just keep your mouth shut, don't talk about police brutality on your Twitter account, all right? Don't do those things. Don't be giving money to these foundations that's trying to work against police brutality or who are trying to reform the so-called criminal justice system, which really doesn't need reforming. It needs abolishing, as it's part of 21st century slavery and human trafficking. So Colin, yeah, don't do those things. it doesn't matter if you're doing them on your own Twitter account and you're doing these things while you're not playing football. So no, don't do those things. It's all about your image, man, and your brand, man. And if you want a job, man, then you got to toe the line. You got to get along with the program. And the program is, we don't pay attention to the suffering of others. We are selfish people. As long as it's not happening to us personally, we don't have anything to say about it. We're not empathetic people. We just simply don't care. We want to keep ourselves engaged in foolishness and trivial things. And hey, if you were just playing the fool and being engaged in trivial things, then you would have a job in the NFL. Because look at me, I'm Michael Vick. I wasn't known for my bright personality when I was playing in the NFL, but I got caught fighting dogs and running a dog fighting ring where people were fighting dogs to the death, and they would bet on which dog would live for money. I went to prison. I even went to prison, man. I'm a convicted felon. But after all of that, I didn't cut my hair. I still kept my cornrows and whatnot, but I still got a job. Come on now, give me a break. The ridiculousness of Michael Vick trying to talk about somebody's brand is a problem and why they are not getting a job. It's just stupid, man. It's just really, really, really crazy. And so I guess this is Michael Vick's way of telling the NFL, thank you for giving me a job. I know I messed up really badly fighting those animals to the death and betting on it. And I know I've been in prison and all of that, but you still gave me a job. So here's how I'm going to repay you by casting shade from the sidelines. I'm not even in the game anymore, but throwing shade at Kaepernick for standing up for people who are being brutalized by modern day slave catchers out there. So people, that's really what Michael Vick and others are saying. They're saying that if you do not speak up about the things that are right, if you do not stand on principles, you'll be able to make it in this system just fine. All right. This has been Scotty Reed with the Black Talk Radio News Commentary. Remember, you can find more commentary on our broadcasting home and platform, which is blacktalkradionetwork.com. If you're interested in social media for black people, by black people, join our community, btrcommunity.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Just simply type in the search engine on those platforms, Black Talk Radio. Thank you for listening. Keep supporting independent black media by making donations to the nonprofit U.S.-based Black Talk Media Project. Peace.